Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Fortnite emotes that recently got banned. Now some of these emotes got already banned like a while ago, and some of these emotes got banned over the past few months, pretty much at the end of last year 2022. We have also a couple of more emotes that we're going to be talking about later on, which I already made like separate videos on these, but we're going to talk about them anyways. Guys, just before the video begins, don't forget to drop a like, share, and support your boy by using code Firegamer in the item shop, pretty much before buying anything, such as Battle Pass, or let's just say if you guys like want to try to gift something to your friends or anything. Use my code right now because in the end, guys, any support is gonna be much appreciated. So for the first emote that we are going to be talking about is Fresh, which it is also known as the rarest emote in the game because it was last seen more than 1,400 days ago. Now I am not really gonna be talking about, guys, a tiny rare bug just because you guys know last month, pretty much on December 2022, you guys know they brought back these two emotes in the item shop back to back. Now, according to Epic Games player support, it was a bug, meaning they brought back these emotes in the item shop by accident. Well, let me ask you guys a simple question. Well, if it was a bug, right, why did they brought back these two emotes in the item shop back to back? Why did Tidy get updated in the files? You know, now ever since Tidy got updated in the files, we knew it was eventually gonna return because usually, guys, you know, whenever a rare emote gets updated in the files, you guys know, right? It's gonna return eventually. So about Tidy, we already knew it was gonna return. So whenever it came back, right after the next day, they brought back Rambunctious, which it was crazy. Like nobody thought that they were ever gonna bring back Rambunctious because Rambunctious back then, December, it was used to be known as the rarest emote of the game. But the good thing is that these two emotes came back in the item shop, guys, for only 2 hours, then they got removed. But again, at the end of the day, they are no longer rare because they literally came back, which I'm sure some of you guys also got the opportunity to buy these emotes like me. And the good thing is that Epic Games did not remove any of these emotes out of our accounts. For example, I bought Rambunctious and Tidy and they are still in my account. So yeah, they didn't got removed completely. So of course, unfortunately, they are no longer rare. Now about Fresh, this emote's legal owner in real life is a famous American actor named Alfonso Ribeiro. So basically, in 1970, there was this popular show named The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He basically, guys, did this dance, the fresh dance, into that show, and then as the time was going on, you know, he was basically becoming more popular. So a few years ago, I just don't really remember when, I'm sure about that, I believe it has to be either 2017 or 18, something like that, Alfonso Ribeiro sued Epic Games. He was claiming that his emote was stolen, meaning that Epic Games had added the Fresh emote into their own game, Fortnite, without Alfonso Ribeiro's permission. He just said that. And that's why Fresh never came back, because basically Epic Games, you know, and Alfonso Ribeiro had this lawsuit. Alright, because Alfonso had filed a lawsuit. And that is the reason why this emote unfortunately never came back. With all that being said, if you guys have the Fresh emote that I'm telling you, you guys must be lucky. And here's going to be us with a quick showcase of pretty much the emote. On to the next one, we're going to be talking about the It's Complicated emote. Again, this emote used to have a lawsuit because a few months ago, the case was dismissed by the judge. So basically, Kyle Hanegami, which is the owner of this emote in real life, sued Epic Games, claiming that his emote was once again stolen. Okay, his emote, guys, was also stolen. You guys can see on the screen, basically his lawyers had made this quick footage of them showcasing on the left side Kyle Hanegami and his teammates doing the dance, and on the right side is pretty much just like a skin doing the same dance in the game. They just want to show proof to the judge that this is literally their emote. And luckily, Epic Games once again won the lawsuit. The case was dismissed. But even though if they won the lawsuit, again, the emote didn't came back. So we're gonna say that it's complicated and Fresh, we can say, have the same cases, which means that don't make your hopes up that neither the Fresh or the It's Complicated emotes are gonna return in the item shop within any time soon. Alright, and here's gonna be as well the gameplay. Moving on to the next ones, we're going to be talking about, guys, the Jabba Switch Way, Go Mufasa, and as well as the pull-up emote. These three emotes are legally owned by a famous American rapper named DaBaby. So basically, I'm sure you guys remember, back in 2021 and 2022, last year, his three emotes were used to come back in the item shops every single month, right? And there's gotta be a reason why none of his emotes are coming back. Think about it. His emotes are now last seen in the item shop more than a year, more than, we can say, 370 days ago. It has to be insane, right? So we can say from coming back to item shops every month, from not coming back in the item shop more than a year. There has to be a reason why none of his emotes came back in the item shop for more than a year. So if you guys didn't know, I also had made a video on that before. We talked about the end of his emotes, such as the pull-up, the Jabba Switch Way, Go Mufasa. So basically, guys, early last year in 2022, I believe it has to be like around the summer, DaBaby was dealing against some serious controversial problems. For example, there was a company that had filed a lawsuit against him, but luckily on December, last month, he won the lawsuit. Other than that, he was filming a music video, I believe on YouTube, and there were some gunshots, you know? So there were some problems. I just don't want to mention every single of one of them because it might be kind of like inappropriate, or some of you guys might be young, but there were pretty much some controversial issues of DaBaby. So I'm pretty sure Fortnite doesn't want to get involved in this situation, and then, this has to be the possible reason that's why none of his emotes came back. You know, Fortnite, they are pretty much mostly bring back all of the Icon series emotes, but they didn't brought back DaBaby's emotes, Jabba Switch Way, Go Mufasa, and the pull-up emote. If you guys own any of these emotes that I mentioned in this video so far, then you guys are lucky because none of these emotes are going to be returning in the item shop within any time soon. But with that being said, here's going to be a quick showcase of the three emotes.
Let's go. I'm unorthodox than the muff. Hey, when you gon' switch the flow? I thought you never asked. Fly her across the country, I finished the show and I hop in it. I got me a milli, I did it legitly. I'm still with this brand new Lamborghini, a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a...
Moving on to the next one, we have the Quad Dance emote. You guys remember, last year in 2022, Fortnite did a collaboration with Gen Hoshino. Basically, you guys remember, there was this live concert event in Creative of the collaboration where you guys could hop in there, listen to Gen Hoshino's songs, music. It was pretty fun, and basically there was a clip that shows you guys a skin doing the Quad Dance emote during the live concert event. But unfortunately, this emote never came in the item shop. So it means that it got cancelled, like the emote got scrapped. It never came to the item shop, which was supposed to come out, but it did not. Unfortunately, nobody knows nor the leakers knows that why this emote never came in the item shop. You guys know very well, we had a live concert event in Creative, the emote got decrypted in the files as well. You know, we saw the emote's icon, the gameplay, it was almost time to drop in the item shop, but that never happened. Again, we don't know why, but hopefully one day the emote will return, because basically whenever the collaboration happened, 1 or 2 months later, they just brought back the collaboration. They brought back the live concert event in Creative again. That was a good opportunity, that was a good chance for them to drop the emote in the item shop, but again, they didn't done that. So yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen, but again, if I get a new information about this, I'll keep you guys updated by making a new video. So basically, I'm not gonna be showing you guys a quick showcase because I already did, and other than that, the emote doesn't have any music sound, so yeah. But we are also now gonna be talking about the Tunic 2 emote. Now basically, this emote is also scrapped, just like the quad dance emote. It means it was supposed to come out in the item shop, but unfortunately, that never happened. We also saw the emote's icon, you guys can see on the screen. The gameplay, you guys see on the screen, just a quick compilation of the legal owner in RL and in-game, you know, you guys can see. I don't really know what's the name of I'm gonna say the artist, but basically that is the legal owner of the Tunic 2 emote. I believe he is a famous Indian artist, I can say, but yeah, whatever it is, this emote never came in the item shop. It got decrypted in the files, we saw the gameplay, we saw the emote's name, we saw the icon. It was again almost time to come out of the item shop, guys, but unfortunately that never happened. The next emote that we're gonna be talking about is the slalom style emote. This emote is legally owned by a famous American rapper named Young Thug. This emote, guys, was pretty much coming back in the item shops, like we can say again, every month, and especially whenever that Fortnite was bringing back the ski bundles, such as the Elephant Ace and the Mobile Master bundle. With the same bundle, they were also bringing back the slalom style, because you know it's literally a skiing emote, right? So now it has been a while since this emote never came back in the item shop. That is because Young Thug, known as this emote's owner in real life, got in the jail. That was like last year in 2022. He got in the jail, and you guys can see as well, here's the picture on the screen of him being in the court. Alright, I'm not sure if he got released from the jail, but he was in the jail. He got in the jail 100%. Yeah, so ever since he got in the jail, this emote never came back. You guys can literally tell by yourselves, the owner got in the jail. So that is like gonna be the possible reason that's why this emote never came back in the item shop, right? I mean, I'm not sure if he got released from the jail, but all we know that last year he got in the jail and this emote never returned. On to the next one, we have the Russian around emote. About this emote, I don't even need to explain, because you guys already know the obvious reason why this emote never came back. You guys know last year the war between Ukraine and Russia, so yeah, this is technically a Russian emote. This emote was made by Rasputin. It's like a you know, a old, I'm gonna say, song. So yeah, it's related to Russia. And you guys know Epic Games last year supported Ukraine by giving, or I'm gonna say by donating them a huge amount of money. So they just literally supported Ukraine. They are against Russia. And ever since this is a Russian emote, it's too obvious for them to not bring back this emote in the item shop. This is literally the easiest reason. You know, that's why we can say the emote isn't coming back about Russian around. I mean, this emote is really rare because a good amount of players owns this emote, but it's a good thing that it's not coming back, because it might get rare eventually, maybe in a while, maybe in a year, but for now, there's no chance that this emote is going to return. Alright, so yeah. Moving on to the next one, we have the look emote. This emote was a part of the Balenciaga bundle, but if you guys did watch the video that I made last month in December, basically Balenciaga was hit against some serious controversial problems. Basically, that made a I'm gonna say a promotion where I don't know what, like, I don't know how to explain, but basically there were like two kids, of them like pretty much holding like bags. Basically, the community didn't liked these images, you know, because they just don't really fit with the kids. It's kind of like dirty, you know. I'm gonna be showing you guys the details, the images on the screen, so let's go. So this is official, it really happened, and according to a reliable source it says, don't expect the Balenciaga x Fortnite cosmetics to return anytime soon, as they were recently involved in some serious controversy. So as you guys can see, here is the image of the two girls holding like the teddy bears. They're kind of like looking like creepy, so that's gotta be like the reason to why they got hit with this serious controversial issue. So basically, Balenciaga had made a, I'm gonna say, like a confession. So below they said, we sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused. Our plush bear bags should not have been featured with children in this campaign. We have immediately removed the campaign from all platforms. So basically, this was the most asked question on Google pretty much about this problem, the campaign. So below it says, luxury fashion house Balenciaga has apologized for featuring children cuddling teddy bears dressed in bondage gear in its latest advertising campaign. Shot by photographer Gabriele Galiberti, that's not really important to us. Images linked to the Balenciaga gift shop campaign featured young children dressed in the Balenciaga Kids line. Here's also another popular question. Why are people upset with Balenciaga? Balenciaga on Tuesday apologized for its controversial ad campaign that features children cuddling teddy bears dressed in bondage gear. The images were released last week as part of the Balenciaga gift shop campaign and invited a swift, brutal backlash.
Oh, please give me that superpower.
To the next one, we have the stock emote. This emote is legally owned by a famous American artist named Cardi B. So basically, her emote stock was first released in the item shop back in 2021 September. I believe it stayed in the item shop for like around 1 or 2 days, and after it was gone from the item shop, this emote never came back. It was last seen more than a year ago. It never came back. So basically, last year in 2022, a company had filed a lawsuit against her. I'm not sure if she won the lawsuit or not, but basically that's pretty much going to be the possible reason that's why her emote never came back, because of facing some controversial problems, including this lawsuit and more problems as well. Other than that, the community believes that this is a sus emote, which it actually is. So that is also another reason that's why this emote didn't return. You know, it's kind of like sus emote, and yeah, I mean, if you guys have this emote, then you have to be lucky, because this emote, like, it's kind of like getting rare now. It was last seen more than a year ago, which it was here in the item shop for only 1 or 2 days, maximum 2 days. So yeah. And now we're gonna be talking about Travis Scott's emote known as Headbanger. Now he also has another emote known as the Out West, and especially the Rage, but the Rage was a part of the challenges, so of course it cannot return. So we're going to be talking about Out West and Headbanger. So you guys know that he was facing against some controversial problems because of whatever happened at the Astral Festival. His emote got removed out of the item shop known as the Out West. Again, it's gotta be his emote. You know, he legally owns the emote. So after it was gone from the item shop last year, I believe it was around the summer, something like that, it came back in the item shop. After it came back in the item shop, it never came back again. So Epic's kind of like playing with us, because now it has been more than 100 days since this emote was last seen in the item shop. I'm talking about the Out West emote. So about Travis Scott, again, we can say it's kind of like banned because it's not like 100% safe to say that it's gonna return. We don't have any information. He is currently the rarest Icon Series skin and especially his emote is the rarest icon series emote. Think about it. It was last seen more than 600 days ago. You know? And you guys know the reasons why his emote never came back, like the entire bundle. It's gotta be because of the controversial problems that he was facing against. So yeah. And now lastly, which it is pretty interesting, we're gonna be talking about the pure salt emote, which that emote is legally owned by a famous Turkish chef named Salt Bey. I'm sure you guys know that this guy went viral back in 2017 of him doing the salt, like throwing salt and stuff like that. He went viral. So basically after he went viral, he also got his own emote in the game known as the pure salt. So basically this emote first of all isn't rare. It was last seen around 60 days ago. So it's not rare. But this emote, I'm telling you, is not gonna return. Why? Because at the World Cup finals, the final day when Argentina won the World Cup, you know, this guy came to the pitch, took selfies, and even held it and kissed the trophy. You know, like the World Cup trophy. He just held it and kissed the trophy, which that is not allowed. It is totally forbidden. Because according to the FIFA officials and as well as some reliable sources, only the World Cup winners and as well as the FIFA officials are allowed to hold the trophy. But this guy came to the pitch, he took selfies with the players, he took selfies, he was kissing the trophy, which that is not allowed. It is totally forbidden. You guys see as well here on the screen that a player is being annoyed. You know, like this guy is literally bothering the Argentinian player. He is looking somewhere else, but he just like want to act like there's nothing, everything is fine, you know? But again, it's crazy. He also got a backlash. He got a bunch of hates. Like, this is not allowed. You know, how could you do that? You're going to the pitch, you're taking selfies, you're kissing the trophy, which that is not allowed. So yeah, he got a crazy backlash, and yeah, it's pretty much crazy. So yeah, the pure salt emote is totally his. I mean, it's literally his move. Like, you know, throwing the salt. So yeah, we're gonna have to forget about the pure salt emotes. That's much gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I would really appreciate if you guys can drop a like and share this video. If you guys want, let me know in the comments which of these emotes you guys have. Because these 14 emotes that I mentioned in today's video are not going to return within any time soon because of the issues that I mentioned in this video. However, don't forget to share, guys, and like I said, drop likes for either of them. I'll really personally appreciate that a lot. This took me around 3 days to make this video possible because it wasn't that easy. I just had to do some researches about the reasons, the emotes, who are their owners, the artists, and stuff like that. So yeah, of course, any support is gonna be much appreciated. I'll see you guys into the next one, and yeah, take care.